Shabbat Shalom. Let's see. Shabbat Shalom. Let's see how this works out with the new way of doing it. Doing Shabbat before I go to sleep. See, since I switched to night shift, I had been sleeping and getting up early and doing the Shabbat service in the afternoon just before Shabbat ended. I'm trying to do it more in the morning like people traditionally do. Well, let's call to worship. If I remember how. Hallelujah! I wonder. Let us go and pray, right? Avinu Malkinu, our Father, our King, come into our midst as we read your word and learn about being in the desert and the time that your children were in the desert, that you led them out of Egypt. Help us not complain. Help us not murmur. Help us to choose to learn from what we're supposed to learn in our suffering. Be in our midst today. Inhabit us today. Teach us. Renew us. Guide us. Heal us. All the things that people typically ask of you. Meet our physical, spiritual, emotional needs. As it is written, I think David was young, and now is old, yet he has not seen the righteous forsaken, nor their seed begging bread. Let it be so among us. Let us be righteous because of the work of your Son and the atonement that he offers, and because of your Ruach HaKadosh, who takes away our heart of stone and gives us a heart of flesh, that we will keep your law and love. B'Hashem Yahushua HaMashiach. Amen. And now, let's go to the scripture reading, which today's parsha is bamidbar, in the desert. It is Numbers chapter 1 verse 1 through chapter 4 verse 20. And the first aliya is of Numbers chapter 1 verse 1 through 19. Okay, we are getting there. Do-do-do. There we go.
וידבר אדוני אל משה במדבר סיני באוהל מועד באחד לחודש השני בשנה השנית לצאתם מארץ מצרים לאמור שאו את ראש כל עדת בני ישראל למשפחותם לבית אבותם במספר שמות כל זכר לגולגלותם מבין 20 שנה ומעלה כל יוצא צבא בישראל תפקדו אותם לצבאותם אתה ואהרון ואיתכם יהיו איש איש למטה איש ראש לבית אבותיו הוא ואלה שמות האנשים אשר יעמדו איתכם לראובן אליצור בן שדאור לשמעון שלומיאל בן צורי שדי ליהודה נחשון בן עמינדב ליששכר נתנאל בן צוער לזבולון אליאב בן חילון לבני יוסף לאפרים אלישמע בן עמיהוד למנשה גמליאל בן פדצור לבנימין אבידן בן גדעוני לדן אחיעזר בן עמישדי לאשר פגיאל בן אוכרן לגד אליסף בן דאואל לנפתלי אחירה בן עינן אלה קרואי העדה נשיאי מטות אבותם ראשי אלפי ישראל הם ויקח משה ואהרון את האנשים האלה אשר נקבו בשמות ואת כל העדה הקהילו באחד לחודש השני ויתיילדו על משפחותם לבית אבותם במספר שמות מבין 20 שנה ומעלה לגולגלותם כאשר ציווה אדוני את משה ויפקדם במדבר סיני.
Okay, so finishing up on the first aliya, chanting in Hebrew, Numbers 1 through 19. Let's read in English now. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they had come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Lift the heads of all the congregation of the sons of Israel by their families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of heads, from 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel. You shall number them by their armies, even you and Aaron, and there shall be a man of every tribe with you, every one head of his father's house. And these are the names of the men that shall stand with you. Of Reuben, Elazar, the son of Shedor. Of Simeon, Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai. Of Yehuda, Nation, the son of Aminadab. Of Issachar, Nathaniel, the son of... I grab my light. Okay. Of Issachar, Nathaniel, the son of Zuar. Of Zebulun, Eliab, the son of Helon. Of the sons of Joseph, of Ephraim, Elishama, the son of Amihud, of Manasseh. Gamaliel, the son of Pedasur, of Benjamin. Abidan, the son of Gideon, of Gideoni. Of Dan, Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. Of Asher, Pagiel, the son of Achran. Of Gad, Eliasaph, the son of Deuel. Of Naphtali, Ahira, the son of Enan. These were those called with the congregation, rulers of the tribes of their fathers. They were heads of the thousands of Israel. And Moses and Aaron took these men who were marked out by name, and they assembled all the congregation on the first of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees according to their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward, by their heads, as Yahweh commanded Moshe. So he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. That's the end of the reading of the first aliya in English. Now, when we talk about genealogies in Scripture and census in the Scripture, first of all, there's boredom, because it's just a list of names and numbers, right? But it's not, because every person is a person. The name represents people that were important enough for Yahweh to point out, and numbers that were important for him to mention. So it must be for a reason. And although it also says not to fight over the genealogies in the Pauline epistles, it says not to argue about them. But also, each of these people, the names might show up elsewhere, and might find out why they're important to be mentioned in the genealogy. And the names have meanings that would have been obvious in Hebrew, but we have to look up the meanings in English, and sometimes the genealogy itself tells a story. So there's all of that. But going on, in the second aliya, reading at Numbers chapter 1, 20 through 54.
Vayiyu v'nei Reuven bechor Yisrael toledotam lemishechotam lebeit avotam b'mispar shemot legulgelotam kol zachar miben esrim shana v'mala kol yotzei tzava pikudehem lematei Reuven shisha ve'arba'im elef v'chamesh me'ot livnei Shimon toledotam lemishechotam lebeit avotam pikudav b'mispar shemot legulgelotam kol zachar miben esrim shana v'mala kol yotzei tzava pikudehem lematei Shimon tish'a v'chamishim elef ushlosh me'ot livnei Gad toledotam lemishpechotam lebeit avotam b'mispar shemot miben esrim shana v'mala kol yotzei tzava pikudehem lematei Gad chamisha ve'arba'im elef v'sheish me'ot v'chamishim livnei Yehuda toledotam lemispechotam lebeit avotam b'mispar shemot miben esrim shana ומעלה כל יוצאי צבא. פקודיהם למטה יהודה 470,600. לבני יששכר תולדותם למשפחותם לבית אבותם במספר שמות מבין 20 שנה ומעלה כל יוצאי צבא. פקודיהם למטה יששכר 450,400. לבני זבולון תולדותם למשפחותם לבית אבותם במספר שמות מבין 20 שנה ומעלה כל יוצאי צבא. פקודיהם למטה זבולון 750,400. לבני יוסף לבני אפרים תולדותם למשפחותם לבית אבותם במספר שמות מבין 20 שנה ומעלה כל יוצאי צבא. פקודיהם למטה אפרים 40,500. לבני מנשה תולדותם למשפחותם לבית אבותם במספר שמות מבין 20 שנה ומעלה כל יוצאי צבא. פקודיהם למטה מנשה 230,200. לבני בנימין תולדותם למשפחותם לבית אבותם במספר שמות מבין 20 שנה ומעלה כל יוצאי צבא. פקודיהם למטה בנימין 35,400. לבני דן תולדותם למשפחותם לבית אבותם במספר שמות מבין 20 שנה ומעלה כל יוצאי צבא. פקודיהם למטה דן 260,700. לבני אשר תולדותם למשפחותם לבית אבותם במספר שמות מבין 20 שנה ומעלה כל יוצאי צבא. פקודיהם למטה אשר 140,500. bnei Naphtali, toledotam, lemisbechotam, lebeit avotam, b'mispar shemot, miben 20 shana v'mala, kol yotzei tzaba, pekudehem lemate Naphtali, שלושה וחמישים 1,400. אלה הפיקודים אשר פקד משה ואהרון ונשיאי ישראל 12 איש אחד לבית אבותיו היו, ויהיו כל פקודי בני ישראל לבית אבותם מבין 20 שנה ומעלה, כל יוצאי צבא בישראל. ויהיו כל הפקודים 603,550, והלוויים למטה אבותם לא התפקדו בתוכם. וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, אך את מטה לוי לא תפקוד, ואת ראשם לא תישא בתוך בני ישראל. ואתה הפקד את הלוויים על משכן העדות ועל כל כליו ועל כל אשר לו, המה יישאו את המשכן ואת כל כליו, והם ישרתו וסביב למשכן יחנו, ובנסוע המשכן יורידו אותו הלוויים, ובחנות המשכן יקימו אותו הלוויים, והזר הקרב יומת. וחנו בני ישראל איש על מחנהו ואיש על דגלו לצבאותם, והלוויים יחנו סביב למשכן העדות, ולא יהיה קצף על עדת בני ישראל, ושמרו הלוויים את משמרת משכן העדות. ויעשו בני ישראל ככל אשר ציווה אדוני את משה, כן עשו.
All right. That was the reading of the chanting of the second aliya in Ivrit. Now to read it in English. That is Numbers chapter 1, verse 20 through to the end of the chapter 54. Okay. And it looks like we've got to adjust the camera. It says it's frozen. Voila. That was just a random noise. Anyway. Verse 20. And the sons of Reuben, Israel's firstborn, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, in the number of names, by their heads, every male from 20 years old and upward, everyone able to go to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Reuben were 46,500. Of the sons of Simeon, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, his numbered ones in the number of names, by their heads, every male from 20 years old and upward, everyone able to go out to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Simeon were 59,300. Of the sons of Gad, their generations, by their families, that's Gad. It's pronounced God, but some people say Gad to avoid confusion with God. But anyway, of the sons of Gad, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, in the number of names, every male from 20 years old and upward, everyone able to go out to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Gad were 45,650. Of the sons of Yehuda, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, in the number of names, every male from 20 years old and upward, every able to go out to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Yehuda were 74,600. Of the sons of Issachar, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, in the number of names, every male from 20 years old and upward, everyone able to go out to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Issachar were 54,400. Of the sons of Zebulun, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, in the number of names, every male from 20 years upward, and everyone able to go out to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Zebulun were 57,400. Of the sons of Joseph, of the sons of Ephraim, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, in the number of names, every male from 20 years old and upward, everyone able to go out to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Ephraim were 40,500. Of the sons of Manasseh, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, in the number of names, every male from 20 years old and upward, everyone able to go out to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Manasseh were 32,200. Of the sons of Benjamin, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, in the number of names, every male from 20 years old and upward, everyone able to go out to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Benjamin were 35,400. Of the sons of Dan, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, in the number of names, every male from 20 years old and upward, every able to go out to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Dan were 62,700. Of the sons of Asher, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, in the number of names, every male from 20 years old and upward, everyone able to go out to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Asher were 41,500. Of the sons of Naphtali, their generations, by their families, by their father's house, in a number of names, 20 years old and upward, everyone able to go out to war. Those that were numbered of them for the tribe of Naphtali were 53,400. Those were numbered whom Moshe and Aaron numbered, and the rulers of the Israel, being 12 men. They were each one of his father's house. And all those that were numbered of the sons of Israel by their father's house, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go out to war in Israel, even all those that were numbered were 603,550. 603,550. Okay, so said your normal way that we say numbers now, 603,550. Okay. But the Levites, according to the tribe of their fathers, were not numbered among them. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe. Okay, yeah, Levites weren't numbered because they are priests. Me filling in blanks. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, however, you shall not number the tribe of Levi, nor shall you count their heads among the sons of Israel, but you shall appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony, and over all its furniture, and over all that belongs to it. They shall bear the tabernacle, and all its furniture, and shall serve it, and shall encamp around the tabernacle. And when the tabernacle goes forward, the Levites shall take it down, and when the tabernacle is to be pitched, the Levites shall set it up. And the stranger that draws near shall be put to death. And the sons of Israel shall pitch their tents, each man with his own camp, and each man with his own standard, according to their armies. But the Levites shall pitch around the tabernacle of the testimony, that there be no wrath on the congregation of the sons of Israel. And the Levites shall keep the charge of the tabernacle of the testimony. And the sons of Israel did according to all that Yahweh commanded Moshe, so they did. Moving forward to the third aliya, we have Numbers chapter 2, verse 1 through 34. So you had 2 years in the wilderness, and there were more than 500,000 of them. 603,550. Not counting the Levites. But, going on. The chanting in Hebrew. The second aliya, Numbers chapter 2, verse 1 through 34.
וידבר אדוני אל משה ואל אהרון לאמור איש אל תגלו ואותות לבית אבותם יחנו בני ישראל מנגד סביב לאוהל מועד יחנו והחונים קדמת מזרחה דגל מחנה יהודה לצבאותם ונשיא לבני יהודה נחשון בן עמינדב וצבאו ופקודיהם 74 והחונים עליו מטה יששכר, ונשיא לבני יששכר נתנאל בן צוער, וצבאו ופקודיו 450,400. מטה זבולון, ונשיא לבני זבולון אליאב בן חילון, וצבאו ופקודיו 57,400. כל הפקודים למחנה יהודה 180,600 לצבאותם ראשונה יישאו. דגל מחנה ראובן תימנה לצבאותם, ונשיא לבני ראובן אליצור בן שדאור, וצבאו ופקודיו 46,500. והחונים עליו מטה שמעון, ונשיא לבני שמעון שלומיאל בן צורי שדי, וצבאו ופקודיהם 59,300. ומטה גד, ונשיא לבני גד אליסף בן ראואל, וצבאו ופקודיהם 45,650. כל הפקודים למחנה ראובן 151,450 לצבאותם, ושניים יישאו. ונשא אוהל מועד מחנה הלוויים בתוך המחנות, כאשר יחנו כן יישאו איש על ידו לדגליהם. דגל מחנה אפרים לצבאותם ימה, ונשיא לבני אפרים אלישמע בן עמיהוד, וצבאו ופקודיהם 40,500. ועליו מטה מנשה, ונשיא לבני מנשה גמליאל בן פדצור, וצבאו ופקודיהם 32,200. ומטה בנימין, ונשיא לבני בנימין אבידן בן גדעוני, וצבאו ופקודיהם 5 ושלושים אלף וארבע מאות. כל הפקודים למחנה אפרים 108,100 לצבאותם, ושלישים יישאו. דגל מחנה דן צפונה לצבאותם, ונשיא לבני דן אחיעזר בן עמישדי, וצבאו ופקודיהם 260,700. והחונים עליו מטה אשר, ונשיא לבני אשר פגעיאל בן אוכרן, וצבאו ופקודיהם 140,500. ומטה נפתלי, ונשיא לבני נפתלי אחירה בן עינן, וצבאו ופקודיהם 53,400. כל הפקודים למחנה דן 157,600. לאחרונה יישאו לדגליהם. אלה פקודי בני ישראל לבית אבותם, כל פקודי המחנות לצבאותם 603,550. והלוויים לא התפקדו בתוך בני ישראל, כאשר ציווה אדוני את משה. ויעשו בני ישראל ככל אשר ציווה אדוני את משה, כן חנו לדגליהם, וכן נשאו איש למשפחותיו על בית אבותיו.
Okay, so we concluded the chanting in Hebrew of the third aliya, which, as it turned out, was all of Numbers chapter 3. No. Numbers. Yeah, all of Numbers chapter 3. Oh, I'm sorry, all of Numbers chapter 2. That's where I'm getting confused here. Okay, yeah, so the third aliya, all of Numbers chapter 2. So now I read it in English. Okay, my camera's still working. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe and Aaron, saying, The sons of Israel shall pitch by their father's house, every man with his own standard, according to the ensigns. They shall pitch round the tabernacle of the congregation afar off, and those who pitch on the east side toward the sunrising are of the standard of Yehuda's camp, according to their armies. The ruler of the sons of Yehuda being Nishan, the son of Aminadab, and his army, and those numbered of them were 74,600. And those pitching next to him shall be the tribe of Issachar. The ruler of the sons of Issachar being Nathaniel, the son of Zuar, and his army, and those that were numbered of them were 54,400. And the tribe of Zebulun, the ruler of the sons of Zebulun being Eliab, the son of Helon, and his army, and those that were numbered of them were 57,400. All that were numbered of the camp of Yehuda were 186,400 by their armies. They shall set forth first. On the south side shall be the standard of the camp of Reuben, according to their armies. The ruler of the sons of Reuben being Eliezer, the son of Shadeur, and his army, and those numbered of it were 46,500, and those that pitched next to him shall be the tribe of Simeon. The ruler of the sons of Simeon being Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai, and his army, and those numbered of them were 59,300. And the tribe of Gad, the ruler of the sons of Gad, being Eliasaph, the son of Ruel, and his army, and those numbered with number of them were 45,650. All that were numbered of the camp of Reuben were of the 151,450, according to their armies, and they shall pull out second. And the camp of the Levites, with the tabernacle of the congregation, shall pull out in the middle of the camps, as they encamp, so they shall put out, each man in his place by their standards. On the west side shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim, according to their armies. The ruler of the sons of Ephraim being Elishama, the son of Ammihud, and his army, and those numbered of them were 40,500, and next to him shall be the tribe of Manasseh. The ruler of the sons of Manasseh being Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur, and his army, and those numbered of them were 32,200. And the tribe of Benjamin, the ruler of the sons of Benjamin being Abaddon, the son of Gideoni, and his army, and those that were numbered of them were 35,400. All that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 108,100, according to their armies, and they shall put out third. On the north side shall be the standard of the camp of Dan, according to their armies. The ruler of the sons of Dan being Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai, and his army, and those numbered of them were 62,700, and those that pitched next to him shall be the tribe of Asher. The ruler of the sons of Asher being Pagiel, the son of Ochran, and his army, and those that were numbered of them were 41,500. And the tribe of Naphtali, the ruler of the sons of Naphtali being Ahira, the son of Anan, and his army, and those numbered of them were 53,400. All that were numbered of the camp of Dan were 157,600, and they shall put out last by their standards. These are those numbered of the sons of Israel by their fathers' houses. All that were numbered of the camps according to their armies were 603,400. 550. But the Levites were not numbered among the sons of Israel, and Yahweh commanded Moshe, and the sons of Israel did according to all that Yahweh had commanded Moshe. So they pitched by their standards, and so they pulled out each one according to his family and according to the house of his father. End of reading of the third aliya. I'm trying to make sense of this kind of ring that they put around the tabernacle and how they pulled out. And going by the fact that Dan was allotted land in the north. Asher was allotted land laying in the north. When I'm talking about when they go into the promised land, and their land was portioned out by Lot. And here they guard on the north side. So I don't know if that all lines up with how their allotments went or not, but it's something that seems interesting to me. Continuing on, the fourth aliya is Numbers chapter 3, verse 1 through 13.
Ve'ele toledot Aharon uMoshe biyom diber Adonai et Moshe behar Sinai. Ve'ele shemot bnei Aharon habechor Nadab Va'avihu Elazar ve'itamar. Eile shemot bnei Aharon hakohanim hameshuchim asher milei yadam lechahen. Vayamot Nadav Va'avihu Lifnei Adonai Behakrivam Ish Zara Lifnei Adonai Bamidbar Sinai Uvanim Lo Hayu Lahem Vayechahen Elazar ve'itamar al penei Aharon avihem. Vayidaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. Hakrev et matei Levi ve'ha'amadta oto lifnei Aharon hakohen v'sheretu oto v'shameru et mishmarto ve'et mishmeret kol ha'eda lifnei ohel moed la'avod et avodat hamishkan v'shameru et kol kelei ohel moed ve'et mishmeret bnei Yisrael la'avod et avodat hamishkan ונתת את הלוויים לאהרון ולבניו, נתונים המה לו מאת בני ישראל. ואת אהרון ואת בניו תפקוד, ושמרו את כהונתם, והזר הקרב יומת. וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, ואני הנה לקחתי את הלוויים מתוך בני ישראל, תחת כל בכור פטר רחם מבני ישראל, והיו לי הלוויים כי לי כל בכור ביום הכותי כל בכור בארץ מצרים. הקדשתי לי כל בכור בישראל, מאדם עד בהמה לי יהיו, אני אדוני.
Okay. So, fourth aliya, Numbers chapter 3, verse 1 through 13, this time in English. Okay. And these are the generations of Aaron and Moshe in the day of speaking of Yahweh with Moshe in Mount Sinai. And these are the names of Aaron's sons: Nadab, the firstborn, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of Aaron's sons, the anointed priest, whose hands he concentrated to act as priest. And Nadab, as Abihu, died before Yahweh in the wilderness of Sinai for bringing strange fire before Yahweh. And they had no sons. And Eleazar and Ithamar acted as priests in the presence of their father Aaron. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, Bring the tribe of Levi near, and ye shall cause it to stand before Aaron the priest, and they shall serve him, and keep his charge, and the charge of all the congregation before the tabernacle of the congregation, to do the work of the tabernacle. And they shall keep all the vessels of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the charge of the sons of Israel, to do the work of the tabernacle. And you shall give the Levites to Aaron and to his son. They shall surely be given to him out of the sons of Israel. And you shall appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall keep their priesthood, and the foreign one who comes near shall be put to death. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, And behold, I have taken the Levites from the midst of the sons of Israel, in the place of every firstborn opening a womb among the sons of Israel. And the Levites have become mine, and every firstborn is mine. From the day I struck every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I have set apart to myself every firstborn in Israel. From men to animal, they are mine. I am Yahweh. So, I'm sure that there's things going on with the firstborn, in that Yahushua was the son of Elohim. So he gave his firstborn, so that is where he takes the firstborn seriously to himself. And now, moving on to the 5th aliya. Numbers chapter 3, verse 14 through 39. Chanted in Hebrew.
Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe bamidbar Sinai lemor Pekod et bnei Levi leveit avotam lemishpechotam kol zachar mi ben chodesh v'mala tifkedem Vayivkod otam Moshe alpi Adonai ka'asher tzuva Vayihiu ele v'nei Levi bishmotam Gereshon ukhat umrari ve'ele shemot Bnei Gereshon lemishpechotam livni v'shim'i uvnei kehat lemishpechotam Amram v'Yitzhar Hebron v'Uziel uvnei Merari lemishpechotam Machli Umushi Elehem Mishpechot Halevi Leveit Avotam Legereshon Mishpachat Halivni Umishpachat Hashim'i Elehem Mishpechot Hagereshuni Pekudehem b'mispar kol zachar mi ben chodesh v'mala Pekudehem shiv'at alafim v'chamesh me'ot mishpechot hagereshuni acharei hamishkan yachanu Yama unsi veit av lagereshuni Eliasaf ben Lael umishmeret bnei Gereshon be'ohel moed hamishkan ve'haohel michsehu umasach Petach Ohel Moed V'kal'ei Hechatzer Ve'et Masach Petach Hechatzer Asher Al HaMishkan Ve'al HaMizbeach Saviv Ve'et Meitarav Lechol Avodato Velikhat Mishpachat Ha'amrami Umishpachat Hayitzhari Umishpachat Hachebroni Umishpachat Ha'ozieli Elehem משפחות הקהתי, במספר כל זכר מבין חודש ומעלה, 8,600 שומרי משמרת הקודש. משפחות בני קהת יחנו על ירך המשכן תימנה, ונשיא בית אב למשפחות הקהתי אליצפן בן עוזיאל, ומשמרתם הארון והשולחן והמנורה והמזבחות וכלי הקודש אשר ישרתו בהם, והמסך וכל עבודתו, ונשיא נשיאי הלוי אלעזר בן אהרון הכהן, פקודת שומרי משמרת הקודש. למררי משפחת המחלי ומשפחת המושי, אלה הם משפחות מררי, ופקודיהם במספר כל זכר מבין חודש ומעלה, 6,200. ונשיא בית אב למשפחות מררי, צוריאל בן אביחיל, על ירך המשכן יחנו צפונה. ופקודת משמרת בני מררי, פרשי המשכן ובריחיו ועמודיו ואדניו וכל כליו וכל עבודתו, ועמודי החצר סביב ואדניהם ויתדותם ומיתריהם, והחונים לפני המשכן קדמה לפני אוהל מועד מזרחה, משה ואהרון ובניו שומרים משמרת המקדש למשמרת בני ישראל, והזר הקרב יומת. כל פקודי הלוויים אשר פקד משה ואהרון על פי אדוני למשפחותם, כל זכר מבין חודש ומעלה, 22,000.
So that ends the chanting in the Hebrew of the fifth aliya, Numbers chapter 3, verse 14 through 39. Now we'll read the fifth aliya in English. Numbers 3:14 through 39. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Visit the sons of Levi by their families, by their father's house. You shall number every male from a month old and upward. And Moshe numbered them according to the command of Yahweh, as he had been commanded. And these are the sons of Levi by their names: Gershon and Kohath and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families: Libni and Shimei. And the sons of Kohath by their families were Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. And the sons of Merari by their families, Mali and Mushi. These are the families of the Levites by their fathers' houses: of Gershon, and the family of the Libnites, and the family of the Shimites. These are the families of the Gershonites, those that were numbered of them, according to the number of all males from a month old and upward. Even those that were numbered of them were 7,500. The families of the Gershonites were to pitch behind the tabernacle westward. These rulers of the father's house of the Gershonites was Elisaph, the son of Lael. And the duty of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of the congregation is the tabernacle, and the tent and its coverings, and the veil at the door of the tabernacle at the congregation, and the hangings of the court, and the veil at the door of the court, which is by the tabernacle and by the altar all around, its cords to all its service. And of Kohath is the family of the Amramites, and the family of the Izaharites, and the family of the Hebronites, and the family of the Uzzielites. These are the families of the Kohathites, in number of all the males for a month old and upward were 8,600 keepers of the charge of the sanctuary. The families of the sons of Kohath were to pitch on the side of the tabernacle southward, the rulers of the father's house of the families of the Kohathites being Elizaphan, the son of Uzziel. And the charge was the ark of the table, and the lampstand, and the altars, and the vessels of the sanctuary with which they minister, and the veil, and all the service of it. Eleazar, the sons of Aaron, the priest, was the ruler over the rulers of the Levites, and had the oversight of those that keep the charge of the sanctuary. Of Merari was the family of the Malites, the family of the Mushites. These are the families of Merari, those that were numbered of them according to the number of males from a month old and upward were 6,200. The rulers of the father's house of the families of Merari was Zuriel, the son of Abihail. They were to pitch on the side of the tabernacle northward. The appointed duty of the sons of Merari being the boards of the tabernacle, and its bars, and its pillars, and its sockets, and all its vessels, and all its service, and the pillars of the court all around, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords. And those that were to pitch before the tabernacle eastward, before the tabernacle of the congregation toward the sun rising, were Moshe and Aaron, and his sons keeping the charge of the sanctuary, and the charge of the sons of Israel. And a foreigner who goes near should be put to death. All that were numbered of the Levites, whom Moshe and Aaron numbered at the mouth of Yahweh, by their families, all the males from a month old and upward were 22,000. And I believe that's where we end the reading. Yes, verse 39. So, I mean, with the coming in, they had a way that their standards should be raised, and where they should pitch, or if you would, where they should defend. And now here, the Levites, we have specific families in charge of specific things dealing with the tabernacle. So, I'm thinking of 1 Corinthians and talking about the order. The gifts of Ruach HaKadosh have to be done in order. There are jobs that are appointed to specific people in a congregation. Just like we have here in Israel. And if everyone just does their own thing, there's confusion. That is not Ruach HaKadosh. Even if Ruach HaKadosh is telling you to do those things, he has in mind an order that they should be done in. Otherwise you have confusion. And I get it, there's order in fractals, but there's also just randomness and people trying to be show-offs, doing their own thing, and bringing about confusion. Like Paul said in the book of Corinthians, you would just look like you're a bunch of drunks. That's why there's a difference between having the gift of something and having the office of something. You can have the ability, but until you're put into that position, sometimes you just need to shut up. Anyway, continuing on. The sixth aliya, Numbers chapter 3, verse 40 through 51, which is the end of that chapter.
Vayomer Adonai El Moshe Pekod Kol Bechor Zachar Livnei Yisrael Mi Ben Chodesh Vamala V'sa Et Mispar Shemotam ולקחת את הלוויים לי אני אדוני תחת כל בכור בבני ישראל ואת בהמת הלוויים תחת כל בכור בבהמת בני ישראל ויפקוד משה כאשר ציווה אדוני אותו את כל בכור בבני ישראל ויהי כל בכור זכר במספר שמות מבין חודש ומעלה לפקודיהם 22,000 370 וידבר Adonai el Moshe lemor, Kach et halvim tachat kol bechor bivnei Yisrael, ve'et behemat halvim tachat behemtam, ve'hayu li halvim ani Adonai, ve'et piduyei השלושה והשבעים והמאתיים העודפים על הלוויים מבכור בני ישראל, ולקחת חמשת שקלים לגולגולת בשקל הקודש, תיקח 20 גרה השקל, ונתת הכסף לאהרון ולבניו פדויי העודפים בהם. ויקח משה את כסף הפדיון מאת העודפים על פדויי הלוויים, מאת בכור בני ישראל לקח את הכסף 65 ו300 בשקל הקודש. וייתן משה את כסף הפדויים לאהרון ולבניו על פי אדוני, כאשר ציווה אדוני את משה.
Okay. Yep, that's 6 aliya. Numbers chapter 3, verse 40 through the end of the chapter, verse 51. Yahweh said to Moshe, count every firstborn male of the sons of Israel from a month old and upward, and take the number of their names, and you shall take the Levites for me. I am Yahweh. Instead of every firstborn among the sons of Israel and the cattle of Levites, instead of every firstling among the cattle of the sons of Israel. And Moshe numbered, and as Yahweh commanded him, all the firstborns among the sons of Israel, and all the firstborn males according to the number of their names, from a son of the month and upward of those that were numbered of them, were 22,273. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the sons of Israel, and the cattle and the Levites instead of their cattle, and the Levites shall be mine. I am Yahweh. And from those redeemed of the 273, who are more than the Levites, of the firstborn of the sons of Israel, you shall even take 5 shekels apiece by the head. You shall take by the shekel of the sanctuary 20 gerahs to the shekel, and you shall give silver to Aaron and to his sons, by which these over and above are redeemed. And Moshe shall take the redemption silver from those that are over and above those that were redeemed by the Levites, from the firstborn of the sons of Israel. He shall take the silver and 1,365 by the sanctuary shekel, and Moshe shall give the silver of those redeemed to Aaron and to his sons, according to the Yahweh's command, as Yahweh had commanded Moshe. So I'm trying to just understand what I just read. So it sounds like paying Aaron silver for your firstborn. So, going on to the 7th aliya, first 20 verses of Numbers chapter 4. Alright, yeah, the first 20 verses of Numbers chapter 4 for the last parsha, the last aliya for today. Giving credit where credit is due, the Hebrew chanting was done by chaim alevski, and it's from the chabad.org website. They're not affiliated with me or anything, just they provide this service and I use it.
וידבר אדוני אל משה ואל אהרון לאמור נשאו את ראש בני קהת מתוך בני לוי למשפחותם לבית אבותם מבין 30 שנה ומעלה ועד בן 50 שנה כל בא לצבא לעשות מלאכה באוהל מועד. זאת עבודת בני קהת באוהל מועד קודש הקודשים. ובא אהרון ובניו בנסוע המחנה והורידו את פרוכת המסך וכיסו בה את ארון העדות ונתנו עליו כיסוי אור תחש ופרסו בגד כליל תכלת מלמעלה ושמו בדיו ועל שולחן הפנים יפרסו בגד תכלת ונתנו עליו את הקערות ואת הכפות ואת המנקיות ואת כסות הנסך ולחם התמיד עליו יהיה ופרסו עליהם בגד תולעת שני וכיסו אותו במכסה אור תחש ושמו את בדיו ולקחו בגד תכלת וכיסו את מנורת המאור ואת נרותיה ואת מלקחיה ואת מחתותיה ואת כל כלי שמנה אשר ישרתו לה בהם ונתנו אותה ואת כל כליה אל מכסה אור תחש ונתנו על המות ועל מזבח הזהב יפרסו בגד תכלת וכיסו אותו במכסה אור תחש ושמו את בדיו ולקחו את כל כלי השרת אשר ישרתו בם בקודש ונתנו אל בגד תכלת וכיסו אותם במכסה אור תחש ונתנו על המות ודישנו את המזבח ופרסו עליו בגד ארגמן ונתנו עליו את כל כליו אשר ישרתו עליו בהם את המחתות את המזלגות ואת היעים ואת המזרקות כל כלי המזבח ופרסו עליו כיסוי אור תחש ושמו בדיו וכילה אהרון ובניו לכסות את הקודש ואת כל כלי הקודש בנסוע המחנה ואחרי כן יבואו בני קהת לשאת ולא יגעו אל הקודש ומתו אלה מסע בני קהת באוהל מועד ופקודת אלעזר בן אהרון הכהן שמן המאור וקטורת הסמים ומנחת התמיד ושמן המשחה פקודת כל המשכן וכל אשר בו בקודש ובחיליו וידבר אדוני אל משה ואל אהרון לאמור אל תכריתו את שבט משפחות הקהתי מתוך הלוויים, וזאת עשו להם, וחיו ולא ימותו, בגישתם את קודש הקודשים. אהרון ובניו יבואו ושמו אותם, איש איש על עבודתו ואל מסעו, ולא יבואו לראות כבלה את הקודש ומתו.
That was the end of the chanting in Hebrew of the final aliya for the day. Numbers chapter 4, verse 1 through 20. Now I'll read it in English. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, saying, Lift the heads of the sons of Kohath from among the sons of Levi, by their families, by their fathers' houses, from 30 years old and upward, even until 30 years old, all that enter upon the service, to do work in the tabernacle of the congregation. This shall be the service of the sons of Kohath, in the tabernacle of the congregation, the Holy of Holies. Aaron and his sons shall come in when the camp pulls out, and shall take down the veil of the hanging, and shall cover the ark of the testimony with it. And he shall put a covering of dugong skins on it, and shall spread a garment entirely of blue on top, and shall put in its staves, and they shall spread a blue cloth on the table of the showbread, and shall put its dishes, and the spoons, and the bowls, and the cups of the drink offering, and the continual bread on it. And they shall spread a cloth of scarlet over them, and shall cover it with a covering of dugong skin, and shall put in it its staves. And he shall take a blue cloth, and shall cover the lampstand of the lamp, and its lights, and its tongs, and its fire pans, and all its oil vessels with which they minister to it. And they shall put it and all its vessels into a covering of dugong skins, and shall put it on the bar. And they shall spread a blue cloth on the golden altar, and shall cover it with a covering of dugong skin, and shall put it in its staves. And they shall take all the vessels of ministry with which they minister in the sanctuary, and shall put them into a blue cloth, and shall cover them with a covering of dugong skin, and shall put them on the bar. And they shall remove the ashes of the altar, and shall spread over it with a purple cloth, and shall put on it all its vessels with which they minister around it, the fire pans, the hooks, the shovels, and the bowls, all the vessels of the altar. And they shall spread a covering of dugong skin on it, and shall put it in its staves. And when Aaron and his sons have finished covering the sanctuary and the sanctuary vessels, as this camp sets forward, then afterwards the sons of Kohath shall come in to carry, and they shall not touch the set apart thing, that they may not die. These are the burden of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation, and the oversight of Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest shall be the oil of the lamp, and the sweet incense, and the continual food offering, and the anointing oil. He shall have the charge of all the tabernacle, of all that is in it, whether it is the sanctuary or its furniture. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, saying, Do not cut off the tribe of the families of Kohathites from among the Levites, but do this to them. and they shall live and not die, as I draw near the set apart of the set aparts, the Holy of Holies. Aaron and his sons shall go in, and shall appoint them each man to his service and to his burden, and they shall not go in to see whether the set apart thing is covered, that they may not die. That's the end of today's. Now, we looked this up before, a few months ago. This Dagon 8476 is in the Hebrew lexicon, Strong's Hebrew lexicon. Looks like it's Takash. What did it say? It was 8476. Takash. Animal with fur, probably a species of antelope or badger. No. Not or badger, probably a species of antelope badger. A badger would not be a clean animal, but an antelope would be, so there's a type of antelope. So this Dagon is a type of antelope. Continuing on with the reading. It'd be interesting to know what all the colors mean, the purple and the blue and the different, all these things. But I don't know the answers to that. Today's haftara is 1 Samuel chapter 20, verse 18 through 42. Okay. 18 through 42. 1 Samuel chapter 20, verse 18 through 42, which is 18 through the end of the chapter. And Jonathan said to him, "Tomorrow is the new moon, and you shall be expected, for your seat will be empty. And on the third day you shall quickly come down, and shall come there to the place where you are hidden in the day of the deed. And you shall remain near the stone Ezel. And I will shoot 3 arrows to the side, shooting at a mark for myself. And behold, I shall send a boy, saying, Go, find the arrows. If I expressly say to that boy, Behold, the arrows are on this side of you, take them, then come, for peace shall be to you. and there is nothing, as Yahweh lives. But if I say to the young man, behold, the arrows are away from you, and onwards, go, for Yahweh has sent you away. And to the thing which we have spoken, you and I, behold, Yahweh is between you and me forever. And David was hidden in the field, and it was the new moon, and the king sat down by the food to eat. And the king sat on his seat, as at other times, on the seat by the wall. And Jonathan rose up, and Abner sat at Saul's side, and David's place was empty. But Saul did not say anything on that day, for he said, it is an accident, he is not clean, he is surely not clean. And it happened on that day after the new moon, David's place was empty, and Saul said to his son Jonathan, why has the son of Jesse not come to the meal, either yesterday or today? And Jonathan answered Saul, David earnestly asked of me to go to Bethlehem. And he said, please send me away, for we have a family sacrifice in the city, and my brother commanded me. Now, if I make found favor in your eyes, please let me be released, and to see my brothers. So he has not come to the table of the king. And the anger of Saul glowed against Jonathan, and he said to him, son of a perverse rebelliousness, do I not know that you have chosen the son of Jesse to your shame, and to the shame of the nakedness of your mother? For as long as the son of Jesse lives on earth, you shall not be established, you and your kingdom. And now send and bring him to me, for he is a son of death. Jonathan answered his father Saul and said to him, why should he be put to death? What has he done? And Saul threw the spear at him to strike him. And Jonathan knew that it had been determined by his father to kill David. And Jonathan rose from the table in the heat of anger. He did not eat food on the second day of the new moon, for he was grieved for David, for his father had put him to shame. And it happened in the morning that Jonathan went out in the field for the meeting with David, and a little boy was with him. And he said to the boy, now run and find the arrow which I am shooting. The boy ran, and he shot the arrow, causing it to pass over him. And the boy came to the place of the arrow which Jonathan had shot. And Jonathan called after the boy and said, is the arrow not away from you, and onwards? And Jonathan called after the boy, hurry, make haste, do not stand. And Jonathan's boy gathered the arrow and came to his master. And the boy did not know anything. Only Jonathan and David knew the matter. And Jonathan gave his weapons to the boy with him and said to him, go carry to the city. The boy left, and David rose up from the south side, and he fell on his face to the ground, and he bowed 3 times, and they each one kissed his friend, and they each wept on his friend until David exceeded. And Jonathan said to David, go in peace, because we have sworn, the 2 of us, in the name of Yahweh, saying, Yahweh shall be between you and me, and between my seed and your seed forever. And he rose up and went, and Jonathan went into the city. That's the end of the haftara. I think people want to make that into proof of how to count the moons, and they argue about it. It's not even an important part of the passage, since the important part of the passage is David hiding from Saul, and Saul realizing that his days as king are numbered. But David never had any intention of harming Saul, even until the end. But a new moon, it only means whatever the new moon meant at that time. It doesn't mean whatever the new moon means by astronomical scientific standards. It means whatever the new moon meant at that time. So it doesn't really answer the question. It just says new moon. We'll know. During 1,000-year reign or whatever, it will be revealed to us, or it will be revealed to us that it doesn't matter, one or the other. Now, go to the gospel reading, Matthew chapter 24, verse 29 through 36. But I say to you, I will not at all drink of this fruit of the vine after this, until that day, when I drink it renew with you in the kingdom of my Father. And singing a hymn, they went into the Mount of Olives. Then Yahshua said to them, you all will be offended in me during this night, for it has been written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock will be scattered. But after my resurrection I will go before you into Galilee. And answering Peter said to him, even if all will be offended in you, I will never be offended. Yeshua said to him, truly I say to you, during this night, before the cock crows, you will deny me 3 times. Peter said to him, even if it were necessary for me to die with you, I will no way deny you. And all the disciples said the same. Then Yahushua came with them to a place called Gethsemane. Well, that's where it's ending, is verse 36. Oh, I read the wrong chapter. That's why it didn't make any sense. Sorry, brothers. Maybe Elohim had a reason for that. I think it's interesting because it's talking about because of the closeness of Peter and Yahushua, yet Peter denied him, and the closeness of David and Jonathan. But it's neither here nor there because it was not the correct gospel reading. Sorry, brothers. Now we'll do the correct gospel reading. Matthew chapter 24, verse 29 through 36. And immediately after the affliction of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give her light, and the stars will fall from the shamayim, and the powers of the shamayim will be shaken, and then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in the heavens, shamayim, and then all the tribes of land will wail. And they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of Shamayim with power and much glory. And he will send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. And they will gather his elect from the 4 winds, from the ends of heavens to their ends. But learn the parable of the fig tree. When its branch becomes tender and it puts out leaves, you know that the summer is near. So also, you, when you see all things, know that it is near, at the doors. Truly I say to you, in no way will this generation pass away until these things have occurred. The heavens and the earth will pass away, but my words will not at all pass away. But about that day and hour no one knows, neither the angels of Shamayim, except my Father only. So two prophecies, well, that's not true. But it's just there won't be a sign. No one knows, and there won't be a sign. It will just happen when Yahushua comes back. And people say, well, it talks about wars and rumors of wars and earthquakes, but it keeps saying, after he says those things, he keeps saying, but the end is not yet. But the end is not yet. And then he says, no man knows the day. Not even he doesn't know. Only the Father knows. So, that's why whenever somebody says, oh, this blood moon or that blood moon or this war and this person's the Antichrist and so on and so forth, I don't think like when I was younger that it means anything, because we don't know. These things keep happening. Even during Paul's time, they were saying, oh, you missed it. Christ came back and you missed it. And that's why he said what he said in Thessalonians about the haftara and whatnot. And all through my lifetime and reading back through history, even King George was identified as the Antichrist. And, all these people, they make pretty good candidates for Antichrist, but they weren't. Because the spirit of Antichrist, as John said in the epistle, is with us. Well, if we do the Shema, the tradition is to face Jerusalem. For most of the world, it's east. For America, it's facing to the east, to face Jerusalem. So, let's make sure we're still tuned somewhat. That's not right. better. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kavod Malkuto Le'olam Va'ed. And you shall love Adonai Eloheinu with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all of your might. And these words that I command you today shall be on your heart. You shall teach them diligently unto your children. You shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise. You shall bind them as a sign on your hand. They shall be as frontlets between your eyes. You shall write them on the doorpost of your house and on your gates. And you shall love Adonai Eloheinu with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all of your might. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. I just pray now for families to be reunited, sons to come back home, fathers and sons to be reunited, and bless your children and your father. Don't curse, bless. It's a good Jewish tradition to regularly bless your sons and your daughter and your wife every Sabbath, I think it is. It's a good Jewish tradition. Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in Shamayim. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in Shamayim. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in Shamayim. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in Shamayim. Give us this day our daily bread, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? I want to introduce to you, in this quarter of the good and the right, stands a champion robed in white. His height exceeds the heavens, his weight outweighs the world, his reach reaches everywhere, his age is evermore. He is higher than the highest, greater than the great. No one could ever take his crown away. He's more mighty than the mightiest. He reigns from above. He's the all-time undisputed, undefeated champion of love. He left his hometown to went to this arena to raise his hand in victory for me. An angry crowd crucified this king who wore the crown, as they gladly watched the champion going down. But I will never count him out, for I'm a witness of the day he rose to retain the title, champion of love. He's higher than the highest, greater than the great. No one could ever take his crown away. He's more mighty than the mightiest. He reigns from above. He's the all-time undisputed, undefeated champion of love. He's the all-time undisputed, undefeated champion of love. Of love. Offerings down, crowds have gone, hustled by hucksters, ripped off by the cons. I have speeded up apparently. Try it like this. The offerings down, the crowds have gone, hustled by hucksters, ripped off by the cons. It's one more show, so flip the dial, give up on the real and settle for style. Just open your eyes to the people you meet. Even the name is a joke on the street. Cynics laugh, they turn away. Why should they believe what I'm trying to say? We don't need another talking head. We don't need another pro. So what if we do it as well as the world? If they just see another show? The candle, we ring the bell, playing the rules that we learned so well. Hungry but blind to why and how, still we keep feeding that sacred cow. We don't need another driven man, we don't need a clanging gong. So but if we do it as well as the world, when they've done it that way all along. Where is the a touch when somebody needs a hand. Maybe after you stop the bleeding, you can show them the promised land. Just like the unbelieving brothers of Joshua, his voices are whispering to you. If you're really filled with the Ruach, you'll show the world what you can do. The TV show, they're all well and good as far as they go. But those outside will hide their pain till you show them your love when there's nothing to gain. We don't need another star on the stage or the screen. We don't need another pro. So what if we do it as well as the world? When they've done it, they'll just see another show. Where is the heart of compassion that answers the cry of despair? In the hand that is moved by the Ruach, there's the proof of the God who is there. The hand that is moved by the Ruach, there's the proof of the God who is there. You know how it goes. I won't sing the second part. The guys sing with me and the girls echo. I will worship with all of my heart. I will praise you with all of my strength. I will seek you all of my days. I will follow all of ways. I will give you all my worship. I will give you all my praise. You alone I long to worship. You alone are worthy of my praise. I my strength. I will seek you all of my days. I will follow all of your ways. Coal miner, deep down in the mine, digging up coal to keep the lights online. 5,000 pounds of it just to make one light bulb shine. Closest thing to Joshua that I'll ever see on this side of the sea. Keep your light of hope shining bright for me, for all the world to see. Migrant worker, 3 jobs at a time, never get sleep, trying to toe the line. Everybody laughs at him, but you know what is true. Closest thing to Joshua that I'll ever see on this side of the sea. Keep your light of hope shining bright for me, for all the world to see. Hardcore soldier, fighting for our land, laying down his life, giving all he can. Back home they spit on him the way we spit on you. Closest thing to Joshua that I'll ever see on this side of the sea. Keep your light of hope shining bright for me, for all the world to see. Oh my sweet Redeemer, how I long to be on the far side of the sea, where you'll reach out with your big hand and squeeze the shoulders of these men, and with teary eyes of compassion you'll look on them in love, and then you'll say, sweet Redeemer, how I long to be in perfect harmony with the plans that you have for me, with the brethren through the sun. With Shekinah flowing through me in both unity and love, until you say thank you, well done. We must preach the gospel in this barren land, a shining light in the midst of them. Take a cup of cold water to the least of these. If our testimony the Master it will please. Servant is not greater than his Master is, and if they hate the Master, and they will hurt his kids. But we must be brave, the souls that are to save, and you can hide your Father's word deep down in a cave. Oh my sweet Redeemer, how I long to be in perfect harmony Yeah, it's still working, okay. Just want to make sure the camera wasn't froze. Yahweh is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. The paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I shall dwell in the house of Yahweh forever. You did not wait for me to draw near to you, but you clothed yourself with frail humanity. You did not wait for me to cry out to you, but you let me hear your voice calling me. I'm forever grateful to you. I'm forever grateful for the cross. I'm forever grateful to you. You came to seek and save the lost. You did not wait for me. Worship with all of my heart. I will praise you with all of my strength, all my strength. I will seek you for all of my days. I I will follow all of your ways. I will give you all my worship. I will give you all my praise. You alone I long to worship. You alone are worthy of my praise. I will bow down to hail you as King. I will worship, give you everything. Saul becomes Paul. America gets off of her high horse. Saul becomes Paul. And she sees that she's a branch and not the source. The love will burst forth from her, and mercy shall abound. And by your amazing grace, the lost shall be found. And Saul becomes Paul when we recognize the scope of who you are. And Saul becomes Paul, and we see that you are great and we are small. And your rock will flow through us just like the days of old. And we will turn and buy from you your pure and refined gold. Saul becomes Paul when we recognize the scope of who you are.
we go to the well with those who have departed. Find truth and love and mercy without end. Yahshua washes in the cleansing tide, where every weight has been swept aside. Those who drink will never thirst inside. This well will never run dry. Words of air for your beauty, what arrangement of notes for your love. Who can describe your kindness and endless mercies from above? Yahshua, you are indescribable. And the gaze that you gave at the cross is undeniable. So that your love is matchless without end. And you are indescribable. There is none like you in all the earth. No one filled with mercy and goodness. None filled with compassion and love. No one else would send his son to die for us. No one else would give up everything for us. Father, we praise and adore you. Yahshua wants us to be free. L-O-V-E. Yahshua wants us to Yahshua wants us to be free. L-O-V-E. Yahshua wants us to show love. Show love. Show love. Show love. Talk to them in the garden. Talk to me, Adonai, like you led them out of Egypt. Lead me now, Adonai. I want to heal like you. To feel like you. I want to love like you. I want to be like you. Adonai, my Adonai. Like you delivered Daniel. Deliver me, Adonai. Defended David. Defend me now, Adonai. I want to heal like you. I want to feel like you. I want to love like you. I want to be like you, Adonai, my Adonai. It's like you made the blind see. Help me see, Adonai. Like you satisfied the thirsty. Give me drink, Adonai. I want to heal like you. I want to feel like you. I want to love like you. I want to be like you. Adonai, my Adonai. Like you freed the tax man. Free me now, Adonai. Like you paid the poor man. Make me rich, Adonai. I want to heal like you. I want to feel like you. I want to love like you. I want to be like you. Adonai, my Adonai. Like you gave yourself at Calvary. Take my life, Adonai. Like you rose upon the third day. Raise me up, Adonai. I want to heal sing with me and praise His kadosh name. Everybody sing with me and praise His kadosh name. Wonderful Counselor and Ancient of all days. Everybody sing with me and praise His kadosh name. You alone are great, Lord, and worthy to be praised.
And with that, let's give the blessing. The blessing comes from the high priest. I'm not the high priest, that's Yahushua. But we rehearse the blessing together until he comes. Yeva Rechacha Adonai Beish Murecha Yair Adonai Panav Elecha Vekunecha Yishad Adonai Panav Elecha Veya Simlecha Shalom. Adonai bless you and keep you. Adonai make His face shine on you and be gracious to you. Adonai turn His face towards you and give you peace. Shalom, shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shavua Tav. Have a good Oneg Shabbat wherever you are. And I look forward to the day when we can have Oneg Shabbat together. Especially when